Today we are millions of people that suffer the scorn and ingratitude of man to the instrument by which our Lord Jesus Christ redeemed us all. This is but a reflection of erasing all traces of our Maker in the attempt to remove the Holy Crucifix, can announce to everyone, as of today we are closer to God than everyone had thought, although many provided consciously have known that God is everywhere, this being the first test, but not the last. Can you imagine that after this evil intention of some governments, in some way we could demonstrate that all phones have several crosses, what have the presence of several crosses, when we operate with the computer or data acquisition system? What if we look at the calendar, or the same schedule, we have in mind several hundred crosses? Would you say something special about these devices? The keyboard is the key. In him we have several numerical crosses. And blade. The demonstration root can do with the operation. Summation, subtraction, division, multiplication, among other ways that you can find on the web. Summation. If we take the vertical and add all such terms, we get the number 15. In the horizontal proceed in the same way, and get the number 15. The diagonal gives us 15. And in the last diagonal gives us 15 as well. We can also operate in short, taking all factors taking into account its inverse. That is, if we take the vertical 258 and 852 join us by its inverse results in 1110. In the horizontal proceed in the same way, and gives us the result 1110. The diagonal gives us 1110. And in the last diagonal also gives us 1110. Subtraction. The remainder is as follows. We subtract the vertical and its terms, and gives us a result. We proceed similarly with its inverse, and we give another result. These two results give us the join and minus 10. In the horizontal proceed in the same way, and gives us less than minus 10. The diagonal gives us at least minus 10. And in the last diagonal also gives us less than minus 10. In division proceed in the same way as in the multiplication. In the vertical take 258 and multiply it by any number, in our case being 360, and gives us a result. Its inverse is multiplied by the same number and gives us a different result. These two results add them and give us 399,600. In the horizontal proceed in the same way and gives us 399,600. The diagonal gives 399,600. And in the last diagonal also gives us 399,600. Multiplication tables. We take for example the table of 3 to observe the natural phenomenon. We all terms in the vertical the join, and gives us 45. In the horizontal proceed in the same way. Get back 45. On the diagonal we get 45. And in the last diagonal also get the same number. Decomposing factors. 6 more than 15, it would be a plus 5, but 24, it would not give 2, plus 4 outcome 18. In the horizontal we get 18. In the diagonal 18. And in the last diagonal 18. All tables. If we distribute all the multiplication tables from 1 to 9 evenly in another common table we see the same natural phenomenon. In the vertical, we add all terms and get 225. In the horizontal we get back 225. In the diagonal 225. And also the last diagonal 225. Where there is order, there is the cross. Now we know that where there is a specific order, that the presence of the cross, although cross also is everywhere because, as you can see on the web, its laws do not understand with certainty. The proximity of the Holy Cross. It is a very significant that the cross present in the structure of any atom. We have his presence in places such as clock, circle, geometric shapes, in the pools, coupons, gambling, and other instances several previously unknown. Although so far there has been nothing more revealing than their presence in our calendar, extending even its own definition of what until now was understood. The cross on the calendar. They have had to spend 6 centuries in order to contemplate something that has gone unnoticed, as the cross is inscribed in every month of the calendar, some months being April, July, September, and December 2010, in our example, when shown to the symmetry as we know it. This reveals many unanswered questions so far, and can make us reflect on the enormous number of considerations that might lead us to God, and we do not usually assess. We took the month of September 2010. In the vertical we have, if we add the edges, 32. 32 in the horizontal. 32 in the vertical. 32 get into the horizontal. And finally back in the horizontal we get 32. As we can see the cross from side to side through the calendar. In November we take a random example. We add the terms of the vertical and gives us 60. In the horizontal gives us 60. In the diagonal 60. And in the last diagonal also gives us 60. If we decompose the factors in the same example, we have 15 in the vertical, 15 in the horizontal, 15 on the diagonal, and 15 in the last diagonal. In the summation we reverse. 13, that would be 31, 20 which would be 0, and 2, and finally 72, and 27 who would not give the result 105. In the horizontal prodeca the same way, and gives us 105. 105 in the diagonal, and 105 in the last diagonal. The finding of the cross in each of the 12 calendar months not only is a common quality of mystical science, because if we could demonstrate a link between several months could be aware of intelligent design, thereby expanding the definition of what really is the timing. Connections between the months. Are 3 models of connections between various months of the year, these being Cross Sunday, Weekly Cross, Hybrid Cross. We take for example the Cross Sunday. To do this we take every Sunday of January, every Sunday in February, well into May. Draw the diagonal, we add its terms, and gives us 93. Despite the disparity of numbers in the following diagonal, we are also 93. Applying decomposition we have the following. We get 21 in a diagonal, and 21 in the next diagonal. The answer for many is in the scriptures. For the preaching of the cross to them that perish foolishness, but unto us which are saved it is the power of God. The person who has received this revelation says his Catholic heart that can't see the sun for an indefinite period and not go blind. Thanks for your attention. More information at Web Tribute to the Holy Cross.